With more of the global stories, and let's tell you what happened in Japan. Japan's economic expansion in the fourth quarter that would beat analyst expectation on a quarter-on-quarter basis as well as on an annualized basis. Boosted by jump in the exports, GDP grew 0.7% on Q-on-Q basis, more than 0.3% rise, which was in line with it, which was expected. It had expanded by a revised 0.4% in the previous quarter. A jump in exports growth compared with the prior quarter helped boost GDP, while domestic demand was a drag on growth, contracted marginally, and on an annualized basis, GDP grew 2.8%. This one exceeded estimates. It was penciled in for a 1% of growth.
On to some more updates coming in from the US. US President Donald Trump keeps his tariff drumbeat going, says he plans to unveil tariffs on imported cars in early April, adding to a cascade of levies he has threatened since assuming office.
And of course, in an ironic set of events that have unfolded on the geopolitical front, reports now suggest that Kyiv has not been invited to talks between the US and Russia aimed at ending the war in Ukraine. The US Special Envoy to Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, has said Kyiv would be involved in today's talk in Saudi Arabia, but reports are now saying otherwise. European leaders have also not been asked to join the discussions and are due to meet instead in Paris at a summit hastily arranged by the French president. As fears grow, the continent is being locked out of negotiations.
Meanwhile, the Ukrainian president has refused to give United States half of its mineral wealth in return for support from the Trump administration. The US proposed a deal where they would provide aid to Ukraine, and in return, they would get 50% ownership of the country's mineral deposits, including graphite, lithium, and uranium. According to Ukraine, the proposal did not offer any specific security guarantees. In return, Zelensky's decision not to accept the proposal, at least for now, was described as short-sighted by a senior White House official.
All right, with this